And we begin with breaking news out of Grand Forks. Police say a 17-year-old is now in custody, charged with stabbing someone to death during a heated argument. The trouble began around 3 a.m. outside an apartment complex on 36th Avenue South. Police responded to distress calls, found a man lying on the ground, they say with a stab wound to the chest. They say 24-year-old Anthony Economy died at the scene. Police have arrested a 17-year-old, charged him with felony murder. They say this was likely the result of an argument between people who knew each other.
Yep, it's strictly information gathering at this point. No other suspects that are outstanding in this case that we're seeking currently.
Who has been arrested has not been identified because they're a minor under 18. But if they are convicted of this felony charge, they could serve life in prison without parole. If you know anything about what happened, you're asked to contact Grand Forks Police.